Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Welcome to another movie review, and another one of these movie reviews where I do certain film reviews throughout the month of February. And I'm really excited to talk about this, and I promise I won't go all fangirl on you or anything. I'm going to review the Austin Powers trilogy, which I'm sure either most people have seen, or there's nowadays a lot of people have seen. I know like very few people who haven't seen these movies, and I don't care if they're wacky or silly. I really, really love them. And as you can see, I have all three of them. I wish they still make a fourth film, but let's not talk about that now. I talked about it to death. Anyway, I have the first film, International Man Mystery. The second film, The Spy Who Shagged Me, which I'm sure a lot of people like. And the third one, Goldmember. And I'm not going to try to explain the plots. It's kind of like both films are kind of like almost spoofs of like certain spy films, like from James Bond and a few other ones I'm not familiar with, but mainly James Bond. But like when it comes to like spy films, like sometimes like I'm not really a big fan of the more serious films like the James Bond movies and stuff, but I'm more like the comedy stuff, like I like Get Smart's another one I like, and the Austin Powers trilogy is it's kind of weird, like if I have to answer the question what is my favorite movie of all time, probably Austin Powers. And you might be confused, like both movies almost, or the first one. Why is my all-time favorite movie? I don't know why. I mean, there's other movies that like nearly top it, like the original Lion King, or Willy Wonka, or Babe, or any movies I grew up watching. But for some reason, this is the one I always go crazy and became really obsessed watching this. Mike Myers is like probably my favorite actor, although I really wish he would have done more movies in recent years. And he has some hits in this too. But I always found these movies pretty funny. And I think I just realized I had like very weird like vivid memories of seeing the first film, but in parts. I remember the opening sequence and trying to figure out which one I saw first. Mainly, I think Austin Powers Spy Who Shagged Me is the very first one I've seen all the way through, and you know, this is like, you know, like a lot of memorable stuff in the second one. There's Fat Bastard and Austin Powers going time traveling and Mini Me and a lot of really funny jokes. And then I remember after I watched the second film, I got interested in seeing the first film after I realized this was a sequel, and I remember getting the first film on VHS and watched it and became obsessed with it. Like I really want to see what happened in the first one, and I really enjoy the first one a lot. Yeah, and a lot of memorable stuff. Like both these movies have certain jokes that nowadays may be kind of dated and stuff, but I don't think it's like super dated where it makes these movies pretty dated. At least not in my opinion. It's just the humor, you know. For some reason, I just always love the humor to this and everything. And the third film, like I remember when I was like I think 9 years old, I remember seeing like an ad for the third movie on cable TV and was like got very excited, like beyond belief. And I think this film was the very first movie I saw in theaters on opening day. I remember the theater was all packed and it was quite an experience. I wish I could travel back in time and relive again. And Goldmember I think is probably my favorite because it was the first new Austin Powers movie I saw at the time in theaters on opening day, and it was great. And there's a lot of stuff that I know people probably didn't like this one as much, but I don't know why. I like the character of Goldmember, who was pretty funny, and Michael Caine as Austin's dad, and Austin time traveling to the 70s a bit, and Beyonce, I think this was her first film role, I'm sure, as Foxy Cleopatra, and yeah, I thought she was pretty cool. I like all the female sidekicks in the movie. Like this one has Vanessa, and this one has Felicity Shagwell. So yeah, I definitely enjoy these fun movies, and there's like an emotional tone mainly in this one, which I'm not going to spoil if you haven't seen it. And this one, if you were going to ask for a fourth film, you say this would be a proper conclusion to the franchise. But even ever since seeing this movie, I was always begging to see a fourth film. and it never ended up happening. I don't think it ever will at this point with the death of Vern Troyer and stuff like that. But I would say, like, if you really like really fun, like not really severe spy movies, like serious, want something goofy and funny, then these movies are definitely worth checking out. I don't think they're streaming anywhere at the moment. They're usually on Netflix. Same thing with the Ace Ventura movies. They're usually on Netflix for like a month or two and then they're gone and stuff like that. But these films, like these, like I would say, guilty pleasures of mine. A lot of like really fun movies. They're no cinematic masterpieces or perfect films, but just fun to watch. You may either laugh at them or you might like they're silly, but but funny comedies, lighthearted, and definitely and yeah, definitely have a lot of memorable characters I forgot to mention, like Basil Exposition. I can go all day, and Frau Verisna, who screams a lot, Scott, and Scott Evil, number 2, played by Robert Wagner, and yeah, I can go on all day about these movies, talking about my favorite moments and stuff. And if you ever meet me in person and want to have a drink with me, don't forget we cheer instead of saying cheers, we go clinky. Yeah. So that's basically not really a review, or I don't know what I'm going to call it, but just basically talking about the Austin Powers trilogy for a second here. How much I really love these and everything, and been so obsessed with these ever since childhood. So if you have seen any of these movies, let me know what you think of them and which one's your favorite and who's your favorite character and such. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.